A greasy map of the world. My World Tour is written next to it. A few places are marked. The USA, around Utah, Arizona. Then over to Hawaii. After... It works. That's just the tripod. Of course, Fuller took his camera with him to the photo shoot with that bimbo. I just hope he left the film here. If he did, it might be in the safe in his office. Who should I send the card to? My fellow white bread students who I hardly know? Or my mom, who lives a couple of houses away? Okay, I can develop Angelina's film here, and then make some prints. Let's see, what do I need to develop the film? The film with Angelina's pictures on it, and developer fluid. There ought to be some fixer around here, and the developing drum is there on the table. That's a photo enlarger. You put the developed film in the top and then lay a sheet of photo paper on the table below. The picture is projected onto the sheet and so exposes the paper at the same time. A completely normal waste bin. I'll make a note of that in case I want to throw anything away. A flat dish about A3 size. If you're making photo prints in it, you have to have diluted developer in it. And then what? Poison Fuller's mother's dog? I certainly can't develop any photos here. Why should I go putting developer into the bowl? First of all, light off. At the moment, there aren't any films I could develop. The undeveloped film is placed in this container. Then the developer fluid is added, and after a short while, the film is developed. I'd better leave it here. I can't do much with it outside the dark room anyway. the dish for the water bath. After the picture becomes visible in the developer bath, the development process is stopped in the water bath. A bottle of distilled water. I'll take that with me. An old, rather battered locker. Water and all sorts of other liquids have splashed on its door and left their mark. A completely normal waste bin. I'll make a note of that in case I want to throw anything away. Alright, let's see. But I need to get a move on. Fuller's had a clock built into it, so there's a time limit. That was the 5th number, but nothing's happening. The combination must be wrong. From the beginning again. The first number... Alright, let's see. But I need to get a move on. Fuller's had a clock built into it, so there's a time limit. Hey, that sounds good. Yes, there you go. Aha, a film cartridge. Those will be the photos of Angelina. Well, apart from that, there's just a few papers, a folder, and, whoa, a pistol. I'd better leave everything where it is. As soon as I've developed the pictures and made copies, I'll pay Angelina a visit in the hotel. I could really do with a bit of a distraction. No chance. There's nothing moving here. I guess I have to type in the correct number into the numeric pad. Fuller hung out the laundry yesterday, for him and his mother. I just found it somewhat surprising that a fat ass like him does the laundry for his mother. Alarming, even. The man is way past 40 and gets bossed around by his mother.
Morning! Come on! Oh, it's you.
How do you know that? I thought you were blind.
You stink of perfume, like a whorehouse I once visited in Lille. Smells like teen spirit.
If you say so. I bet that's an original radio set from the Second World War. It definitely doesn't look much newer.
Come on, what then?
My mother's in the hospital here.
And?
Do you think she'll be in good hands there?
Well, is she sick? She won't be in bad hands if she's in a hospital.
No, I meant, are the doctors here any good?
Well, how should I know? Do you think just 'cause I'm old I run off to the doctor and complain every day? I haven't been to see no quack in years. I'm as fit as a fiddle.
Yeah. People were made of better, stronger stuff in the past, right?
Yeah. Get to my age and then we'll talk about it.
How you getting on with the coin?
You got nothing better to do than annoying me?
If I find out the price of the coin for you, will you stop behaving like an ass?
Can't promise.
Show it to me. You can keep it in your hand. A woman's profile, a few stars and numbers. Have you got something like a coin catalog?
Yep, it's on the counter.
Boy. An old gold coin. If that's actually real gold, that is... An old gold coin. If that's actually real gold, that is... I don't want to talk to him at the moment.
Stop! Long as you got that coin, you stay right here.
That's a flowing hair scent, wreath reverse, from 1793. $2,400.
Not bad. $2,400. I'll offer him $800. Seller's an idiot. Thanks. I owe you one.
Oh, I'm happy to help old disabled people. Put one over on the other folks. You're welcome.
Perhaps, you could do me another favor right away. I lost my cane.
You've done what? How can you lose a cane?
Not how you think. I was playing poker and, had a slam dunk hand. But how could I know that that idiot from the hotel had a straight flush?
You bet your cane and lost.
Yeah.
Who's got it now?
The owner of the Wild Coast Hotel.
Alright then. I gotta pass by there anyway, so I'll ask him.
Thanks. You know, maybe you ain't so much of an idiot as I thought.
Fuller's old-fashioned telephone. He definitely doesn't need it anymore. And if he does, well, even better. A flat dish about A3 size. If you're making photo prints in it, you have to have diluted developer in it. I don't want to develop any photos right now. Basically, it's just a powerful lamp with a lens in front of it. A bit like a slide projector, or something similar. The undeveloped film with Angelina's pictures on it. I've got to develop it and then make prints from the nags. Then I can take the pictures to Angelina in the hotel. At the moment, there aren't any films I could develop. The undeveloped film with Angelina's pictures on it. I've got to develop it and then make prints from the nags. Then I can take the pictures to Angelina in the hotel. I'd better leave it here. I can't do much with it outside the dark room anyway. I don't want to develop any photos right now. The undeveloped film with Angelina's pictures on it. I've got to develop it and then make prints from the nags. Then I can take the pictures to Angelina in the hotel. I think the bucket's got holes in it. Everything's running out of it again. That's just the tripod. Of course, Fuller took his camera with him to the photo shoot with that bimbo. First, I ought to get everything together that I'm gonna need to develop the film. A small bottle of photographic fixer. There's not a lot left in there, but it ought to do for one more use, I think. Alright, now I've got everything I need to develop the films. Let's go. The film is in the developing drum. The developer's still missing. Good. Now the developer's oxidizing. It gives off electrons, which are then picked up by the silver ions in the light-sensitive layer of the film. The more light that falls on a location, the stronger the reaction, and so the place then turns darker. In short, the film is now being developed. Okay, I guess the film has to be developed now. So, that ought to do it. I'll pour out the developer. Now the fixer's gotta go in to stop the film from keeping on developing. Oh well, that's the end of the fixer. But what was left ought to have stopped the development process. I hope everything's worked. So far, so good. The film's developed. That's the first step. Now I have to make the prints. Let's see. I need photo paper and an enlarger. That's over there. Then I need developer. There's still enough in the bottle. So far, so good. Now I need to make the prints. The film has been put in. That's enough. The developer also has to be diluted. Great, just as it should be. A dish with about half an inch of diluted developer. I could turn the lamp on now, but that's not going to do too much if there isn't any paper below the lens. That's the entrance to the police station. I never feel too good in the face of the state authorities. Hey, Rosie. Hard at work, I see.
What do you want?
The other package for Fuller. There must be photo paper in it.
Could well be.
Well, can I have it?
Sure. No, please.
The collection note? Yes, I don't have one.
Then you'll have to ask your boss for it. Nothing goes out of here without a collection note. You got me?
Thanks.
Yeah.
The other stuff's small ads. This is where the locals sell the junk they no longer need. Lawnmowers, baby cribs, record players. I'll pass. I'm not interested in these forms for residents. I've got a few things going on which, like this town, could be a little more interesting. But I don't hold out much hope for success for them. There's a few papers here, some sort of forms, and a pad of blank collection notes. I would imagine that the enchanting Rosie might possibly have some objection to my palming a blank collection note. Hey, Rosie. Hard at work, I see.
What do you want?
Is there maybe a package for me there, Darren Michaels?
Mm-hmm. Nope, nothing there.
Hey, Rosie. Hard at work, I see.
What do you want?
Couldn't you just go and look once more to see whether or not there's a package that's arrived for Darren Michaels? It has to be there. The lovely Rosie hasn't noticed, and I'm now the proud owner of a blank collection note.
Nope, nothing there.
Good. I filled it out. One package for Fuller at his address. I hope that does it. Hey, Rosie. Hard at work, I see.
What do you want?
I wanted to pick up Fuller's package with the photo paper.
Nope, please. I can't accept that.
Why not?
It's not signed.
Fuller has to sign the note?
Stupid. The mailman, of course. Fuller should ask him tomorrow morning. He probably just forgot when he was posting the note through Fuller's door.
It's not possible for me to wait till tomorrow. Thanks.
Yeah.
There's nothing more that interests me in the safe. Rosie won't accept the note without the mailman's signature on it. Rosie won't accept the note without the mailman's signature on it. It works. I don't want to talk to him at the moment. I don't think I'll find anything else here. And I'm not really looking for anything else anyway. What would I want there? I keep my distance from the police. Hi.
Hello, Mr. Michaels. What can I do for you?
Have you seen the mailman by any chance?
Yes, he was here earlier. He brought your mother some get well cards.
Ah, okay. Thanks. See ya.
Goodbye, Mr. Michaels.
Huh. The news of my mother's accident seems to have spread quickly. A couple of people have already sent flowers. Excuse me, Dr. Newhouse.
Hello, yes?
How is she?
No change. But she's a strong woman.
That's what everyone says. After the accident, she had to bring me up on her own.
Yes, I heard about that. What kind of accident was it?
A car crash. It was in England. We were driving on this tree-lined road. The car got into a skid and we smashed into one of the trees. Dad didn't survive, and Mom's had to wear that support thing ever since. I came away without a scratch.
Do you remember anything about the accident?
What? No. I was only a few years old. No memory of it. I've lived here in the States for as long as I can remember.
It's just that when I examined your mother, I thought her back and neck injuries seemed rather unusual for a collision-type accident. They looked more like injuries from a fall from a considerable height, causing her to have suffered compressed vertebrae.
And what do you mean by that?
Nothing. Nothing at all. If your mother said she was in a car accident, then that must have been the case.
Or she's been lying.
Darren, I certainly didn't mean that.
Huh. Thank you, Doctor. Well, that's it for now, I guess.
If you've got any more things you want to ask, just come and find me.